This is the DNG Loan Officer Realtor Motivational Business Mindset Podcast. Yeah, probably the longest and least catchy name in all of streaming. You're about to hear an excerpt from a live event we did on social media. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're into that kind of thing. Let's get into it.
All right, we're going to jump back into it here. Database and sphere of influence. So what is a realtor database? A database is basically everyone in an organized list that you've helped buy or sell a home, along with anyone you've connected with professionally. For realtors, this especially includes your past buyers and sellers, current and former leads, referrals you've received or given, people who've attended your house, etc. For the most part, though, in this segment, I'm talking about your database, your past clients. That seems to be the like biggest or second biggest source. The next one I'm going to cover. The two biggest sources where realtors get their business is database and sphere of influence coming next. Why it matters, your database is your most valuable referral source. They already trust you, and with the right follow up, they can bring you repeat business and new leads for years to come. Now, we're going to talk about monitoring your database. Now, it sounds creepy, but everyone else is monitoring your database right now, so you might as well monitor your database too. And so I don't endorse any of these services. I'm going to talk about a lot of different companies. I don't endorse any of them. I just know they're out there, and I have another list of things, but I would just ask around maybe. But you want to monitor your. These are just a couple companies. Like likely, they can predict in your farm and database, kind of like who might be getting married, who might be downsizing, based on internet search. And we'll go dive deeper into how all this works here in this very presentation. So we have a service that lets me know if our clients listed a home, and even if they have high debt, if they got that credit pulled, for sure is why I got it. But if anyone who we've closed a loan with and gets a credit pulled by a competitor, I get an alert and then I call them. And I will tell you, we had a closing. I want to say July 1st, 2025 was Carrie who closed, and she called me, and no, in February I got the alert. And Carrie was someone, I had a past client who moved out of the area, and this person was her realtor. And then she was looking at a refinance, it didn't work out, and this was like in 2022. And Carrie's been in the database list, like she was on the lead list, Deanna, right? So I was calling her like we do, and I never even heard from her from 2022 to February of 2025. Hey, what's up? It's Garrick, just checking in. Need help? Blah blah blah. Never heard. Had her credit pulled, so she was out looking to buy a home, sell her home, and move up. Her realtor sent her to his lender and had his credit pulled. So I called Carrie. What's up, Carrie? How's it going? And she's like, "Oh, you were so great to work with. Blah blah blah. Like, let's. I'd love to work with you again. Not blah blah blah." She said, "You were so great to work with, and I would love to work with you again. Let's do this." And so we just closed. But had I have not had this service, I would have never even known that she was doing anything until like my postcard came back, right? And she never even talked to me. But as soon as we started talking, she was all about it. So, what prospecting? So, prospecting is really like picking up the phone, calling, meeting face to face, right? The versus marketing, which is kind of what we're doing here, sending postcards, social media, fun stuff. It's marketing. So, as far as beast mode prospecting, this is the realtor daily success plan, as we call it. Dion and I follow a similar success plan, but on Wednesdays, what we do and what we recommend, and this is kind of how it's set up, like even like Brian Buffini coaching services and things like that. I want to say, kind of follow this path. But Wednesdays, we call 2 letters a week of your past database, and that equals 4 follow up contacts a year. What do you say? You just say, "Hey, I'm checking in. How's it going? Thanks for working with me. I appreciate you. And did you hear about, that sale across the street or whatever's going on, whatever you want to say?" But just check in and say, "Man, I really appreciate you." That's what I do. And then, "Hey, by the way, who do you know?" We focus on what's called the Ford: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. The Ford conversation, we call it. How's the family doing? Occupation, how's work? Recreation, any plans this summer? Dreams. But, hey, what are you dreaming about? Um, it's a framework, right? And then, this was a pro tip thrown in here. You can start Ford conversations on social media as well, but always old school wins. Old school, old school. Hit them with the 3x2. Do you have any friends, family, coworkers looking to buy or sell? Do you have any friends, family, coworkers looking to buy or sell? And there you have it. So that's your database. Now we're going into sphere of influence. What is a sphere of influence? Your sphere of influence are like for me, soccer moms and dads, right? I actually closed a loan for a soccer mom and dad, my daughter's friend's parents, bought a home. So sphere of influence, like people you wish you talk, people like used to say, "Man, I need to call, Deanna more. I haven't talked to her in forever." Those people that you like kind of wish you talked to, but don't, like on Facebook or whatever. That's your kind of sphere of influence. Also, all the people around you, right? Doesn't have to be just that, but I'd say on the furthest outreach, right? Just like all the people who know you because you're you, not because you're you, the realtor, or you, the mom, or you, the parent, the PTA person. They know you because like they know Deanna Diaz because they've been hanging out with Deanna for a while, right? It's your sphere of influence. Friends and family, neighbors, business owners, things of that nature. Gym, church, kids, school, social clubs. Like I said, anyone who says, "Yeah, I know Deanna." Um, sphere of influence, why it's important. Get this. According to the National Association of Realtors, 63% of the business for top agents comes from their sphere. And I bet you anything, the rest is like almost 100% database. Or like maybe in like advertising might be like 5% or something. I'm just throwing that out there, but 63%. That's huge. And that's not their database, it's their sphere of influence. So here's a cool little thing I'm going to show you guys on how to get this going. If it seems overwhelming and you don't know where to start, relax. We've got you covered over here. There is an export called Cove Export where you can export your um, all your contacts in your phone. Where's my phone? Here it is. I have a low battery. But all your contacts in your phone, like you can just go in and list. I have 1,649 contacts in my phone. Um, I could go in, get a CSV file. I think they charge $3.99, $3.99, and it takes out the all your contacts. So you could clean it up, take out all your X's that you don't want in there, and then call the rest, and you're good to go. So your phone is your untapped gold mine, and that is how you can start your sphere of influence database mining and then prospecting to your sphere of influence. This is the same Wednesday call as the database call. I mean, even just go A, B, C, group them together. Or I would have two separates, right? Because it's a different conversation, a different person. But hey, what's up? Been thinking about you. What's going on? It's been forever. Your name popped in my head. Forward conversation. Hit him with the 3x2 in a cool way. So I don't know if this is cool or not, but maybe it is. Hey, by the way, if you have anyone looking to buy, sell, or refi in Pleasanton, maybe first time buyers or folks thinking about their first rental, um, there is more inventory on the market now since pre COVID. Would you mind sending them my way? Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, you get it. Now you're dialed in. So we have officially dialed in your database and your sphere of influence in weekly prospecting, picking up the phone and calling rotation. But we've used AI to gather the information and then also to monitor them. So we're calling them, but we're also actually monitoring them. Like to know if they're looking to make a move. Like if your sphere of influence, if you put them in to one of these systems, then you'll know if they're on Zillow all the time. And you just call and say, "Hey, how's it going? You doing anything cool this afternoon?" And just see where the conversation goes from there. That's what I do.
Fresh home loan Inc. You want mortgage rates without breaking your bank? Well, I got what you need. I'll keep it 100. The very best lender. We sell money, yeah. There's really no equal. Independent mortgage brokers that work for the people. I know that the pandemic's